go live. Let's go live. Let's go live.
This is a condenser mic I bought like 5 years ago for $100. It's an MXL 770 and it's still doing me justice.
I know those mics are always the shit. Yo, what is up, YouTube? What is up? What is up? This is kind of like our. Oh, there goes Kara's here too. Yay! So this is our very first podcast. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a podcast. It's more like a discussion more than anything. And we're just gonna basically talk about all the drops that happened on Patreon, basically, and everything that I watched this week. So we can discuss and all that craziness. If you're a patron, you're actually more than welcome to join in on this. Oh, you guys are kind of whatever. All right, we're good. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, if you're a patron, you have more than the welcome ability to actually join in on this. If it's in the Discord, you can join in, say hi, ask questions and whatnot. We'll be taking a lot of questions and just kind of discussing whatever happened this week more than anything. Let me do one quick thing before we start. 1 second, guys. Hold on, and then we will get going. I don't know why that's doing that. I'm gonna take it off the full screen whenever that happens. But 1 second, guys, before we start. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
There's like 20-mile-an-hour winds outside my house right now.
I believe it, dude. It's like crazy out, like everywhere, man. For real. Like, okay, let me go get that done. All right, schedule it. But oh wait, no, 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 no. I fucked up. Go back to that. Edit. I don't want to schedule that shit. I want to put it out. And there we go. There we go. All right, we should be set. We should be set. And then yeah. All right. There we go. All right, y'all. So, hey, basically, we're gonna go ahead and talk about like everything that went live more than anything. Just kind of let you all know how I felt. Obviously, afterwards, usually it's just me discussing and just talking about the show. And it is get kind of lackluster when I'm always just speaking about it more than anything. So let's talk about the first show that I want to talk about. It's Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai this week, I saw two very, very good episodes. I don't think these guys have watched Cobra Kai, but I'll just kind of go ahead and discuss forth what I thought and whatnot. Uh, Cobra Kai this week for me was just nothing but memory berries. The episodes I watched was 3x4 and 3x3. 3x4 went back and it hit the roots of the Karate Kid 2, which is one of my favorite installments in the whole entire show. Karate Kid 2 was just like it was great because obviously the secondary show, I mean the second season, I mean the second movie of any kind of series or like a trilogy, they gotta either outdo it or it ends up being kind of lackluster. And for me, Karate Kid 2 was definitely not lackluster because we went to Mr. Miyagi's origins. We went back to Okinawa, and and back then when we were watching it, and it was Okinawa, it was different. It was a lot different. It was very, how do I say this? It was very village. It was just very like old school. It was village. Like they got done with like the war and whatnot. It was Japan going through some stuff. And Daniel San went there. He obviously met Kimiko over there, and Chosen. It was awesome, man. I loved it. And then with this last two that I watched, it just went back to the roots. By the way, these are all spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, close your ears. But for me, seeing Kimiko and then seeing the ending, that's where I left out with Chosen, was just perfection because, I mean, it's just. I felt something that like I felt when I was a kid. It's like, oh wow, we haven't seen these guys in forever, man. It's just like, it was truly just a very, how do I say this, uplifting experience. And I loved it. And just because Daniel obviously he went there back to Japan to like find himself. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to go to old places to find yourself. I know that feeling. Like I will literally sometimes in Indianapolis to go to old spots just to feel myself again because it helps. It helps me realize where I came from, where I was, and where I am right now. And it gives you a good outlook to the future. And I feel like that's what Daniel is doing. He went there to like find. He went there obviously to get figure out his car dealership and whatnot. But it became more than that. It became more of like, hey, let's find myself. I mean, he basically got some. He Mr. Miyagi basically talked to him through letters in those episodes, and It was very uplifting. I loved it. It was great. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait till the rest of the season because I just feel like there's more coming. Karate Kid is also like this weird drama too, in a weird way, because you gotta understand, like, you know, adults like making kids fight each other. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. It's
No,
just
it's the strangest part about Cobra Kai is the simple fact that these adults so like fight each other, you children.
yeah, man. It's so weird on that aspect, especially with like what do you call it again? Like, like with obviously the Cobra Kai, whatever, how they act in there. It's just like, oh, we do whatever we can to like fight. What up, H? How's it going, fam? But like, yeah, it's just it's different. You know what I mean? And like, you gotta like, yes, Cobra Kai reactions are gonna come actually, I think next week or the week after. But yeah, that'll be there. But Cobra Kai, man, I gotta give it. It doesn't get boring in my opinion. It still keeps going. Like, you think that they'd be done with whatever, but like there's a lot to story to still tell. And personally, I love Johnny Lawrence. You know what I mean? I what up, 20-minute AFK? I love Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence is like my dude. Like, he has, like, I get him. I completely get him, man. Just like, having, because he's a broken man. He's truly a broken man. He's made a lot of mistakes, and he's trying to like fix those mistakes. And as a man, and I mean as any human, that's not an easy thing to do. I think a comeback story. What up, Takaver Salam? As any human being, it's a very hard thing to do, is to come back from a downfall. And I love those stories. I love to see how people get and how people are, and it's truly a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful story. So, but yeah, Cobra Kai. I know these guys don't watch it, but whatnot.
I
So,
watch it.
you watch it? Oh, hell
Oh
yeah!
yeah, I watch it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, hey, what'd you think about the third and the? I mean, I'm on episode season.
Oh, the episodes you've seen, yeah, it was just it very much. I echo a lot of the points that you've said about, like, I feel like it very much was a thing of Daniel, like, going back and visiting his past to remember why he does certain things and
Yeah.
why he is a certain type of way, but also not like staying in it. Like, that's the whole point of like them showing like the gentrification of Okinawa at that point
Oh
and all
yeah.
that is like it's like this shit ain't gonna stay the same as what you remember, and it's not gonna be the same because that's not how life works. But certain aspects are still the same. People are still around. Things
Yes.
will still be here, and there are ties that will never be broken from this place that you'll always have.
100%. And like, the thing with gentrification, man, it's so crazy because like I'm like where I live right now is like the hub of it. Like, my house has been gentrified, but like every other house in my area is like slowly getting to that point. And like, I have, this is a completely off topic thing. So when I went to school, my last one of my class I did was a class on small government, and gentrification was one of those things we brought up, and there was like a whole course on it. I have my, how do I say this? I have my goods and the bads. My biggest bad with gentrification is like, what it does is it really does take the people that were used to one area who could afford to live there out of that area. You know what I mean? Because what happens when gentrification happens, man, like, the taxes go up, the cost of living in the area goes up, and most people can't afford it. You know what I mean? Like, we have places in like the Bronx and Brooklyn that's literally going through it as well too. Like, back in the day when I was living in New York, when I was a kid, the Bronx is a place where you don't want to like be at. But now I heard you go to the Bronx and it's completely something different. Gentrification has completely hit those areas, and it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? And I know it brings more business. I know it makes the area better, but like, it takes away from the people that were living there, and that has been my biggest problem with it. So like, I'm not gonna lie, when I moved to my area, I had a little bit of like I think I'm that guy that's gonna, oh my, you know what I mean? I just hated that feeling, fam. But that is what it is. That's life. You know what I mean? I wish there was more solutions to it, but there isn't. But yeah. So I completely get you on the whole entire thing when Daniel-san went back and he was like, "Oh wow, this is not the same place that it used to be." It's a pretty unnerving feeling. But yeah. So on to the next show, because I feel like we can talk about a lot more of it because Tim knows about it, and I don't know if Kara's seen it or not. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh man, I never ever thought that SpongeBob would be a show that I would be this invested into. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, Brooklyn. I'm so sorry, Joel. Brooklyn. I'm so sorry. Apologies on that. Brooklyn. 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 Thank you. Thank you for. Hey man. Also, hey, this is on live on. Hey guys, this is on live on YouTube, cuz. So like, if you guys want to say some stuff, go through and say it. I'm here watching all the chats, watching everything. But yeah, man, it's kind of, it's nuts. It's completely nuts. And Joel, what's happening in Indianapolis is like pretty sick too. It's crazy. But yeah, on to SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants, man. Again, I never would imagine in a million years that I'd be reacting to this show, but here I am, and it has truly been an experience because this is definitely not a kid show. I mean, that's the best what I can. That's the best thing I can say, man. It's not. Um, currently right now, I'm actually watching the show with my cousin. I actually brought a new cast member on. I put out a poll. I say what I could do to make my channel better. They're like, you should ask more people to your channel. I'm like, God damn it. So like I was like, hey, if we're gonna watch SpongeBob, Tacoverse, we'll take questions like that later on, man. We're gonna talk about Naruto at the end of this discussion. We'll get there soon. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Uh,
hold on to that.
yeah, we got a lot of Naruto to talk about. We got to talk about Naruto a lot. Um, but so for example, I brought my cousin to watch the last 4 episodes with me, and the last 4 episodes were definitely, whoo, like I can tell that her feeble mind thought this was just hilarious because she was just laughing her butt off, going, "Oh my God, SpongeBob is annoying, ha 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 ha!" Like just so cute about it. You know what I mean? Like whatever. I'm sitting here going, "Oh my God, Patrick is an anti-vaxxer." Like this is some real stuff, guys. So like, just to give you an idea of the episodes the last ones I saw. So I saw the episode where okay, let me just okay. So one of them was the Valentine's Day episode, and it was a really good episode because, for example, because my cousin, she's in school right now. She's like in the ninth grade, and just give her a background real quick. She moved from Bangladesh like 2-3 years ago, so like she came here when she was like I would say 6 or something like that, and I feel like that's a really lucky age to come to the States from another country because when you're coming at that age and you go to school, you all already become very, very Americanized, Uh, Unlike my older cousins who are like in high school, 16, 17, when they when they're in school right now, it's a little bit harder for them because, their English it's not
They're more developed in the other way.
yeah, exactly. Like my little cousin, her English is like so perfect right now, and like she's able to like mesh really really easily. And I feel like I'm on episode 39, and I feel like those kids are just like they say kids are mean when they're younger, but I feel like kids are not that mean when they're younger. I feel like they get meaner in general when they get older, And my cousins, they've felt the slew of being a foreign kid because they're just like, oh wow, you know, this is different, because like it's just hard for them. But like my little cousin, it's been easier for her, so hence that's why I brought her on the show because I feel like she'd be able to get some of the things that's going on. But like we were watching the Valentine's Day episode, and like remember when we were back in school, Valentine's Day was just like so much fun because we all had cards to give out to all of our friends and stuff like that, right? So
We
like,
had the,
yeah, go
I don't
for it,
know if
Tim.
you did this, but we had the little thing where like they would take like an empty cereal box or something, and you would like tape it to the front of your desk, and like all the kids would go around and just like drop cards and like candy and stuff in it.
What up, Luffy? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. We had the same exact thing. You would just drop candies and whatnot. So like, and the thing about my cousin is, and I made that same mistake too. So okay, I lived in New York, and then when I went from New York to Indiana, like New York, we didn't do Valentine's Day like that. It was cool. We had public school, we didn't have anything like that. But when we moved to Indiana, that was the thing. So when I was in the third grade and they had Valentine's Day, I was the kid that showed up with no cards because I didn't know what the hell this was about. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, dude, it was a very harsh, weird feeling. So like the same thing actually happened to my cousin because she's from Bangladesh. She came here the first year. Yes, it's live on YouTube. It's live. We live, Willpower. We live. And if you're a patron, you're more than welcome to join us, by the way. But yeah, it's live on. What am I saying? But yeah, so my cousin had the same mistake happen where like, she basically didn't bring any presents, and she was that one weird kid with no presents. But like this year, she came back and she gave everybody like, this is not pre-recorded, but she basically
No,
gave
no
everybody
premiere.
like gave everybody like more and more presents, and like she came back with it. So like in the beginning of the episode with SpongeBob, man, it's like SpongeBob basically does that. He basically goes out and gives everybody like presents, which is like the SpongeBob thing to do. And then like I think towards the end of it, he was gonna give Patrick, his best friend, like the bestest present in the world. That remember you know what I'm talking about? It was he had the chocolate hot air balloon and whatnot. But then like Sandy's supposed to surprise him and whatnot. But instead, what ends up happening is I guess like the shells, the chocolate eating shells come attack her and whatnot. and it's like she yeah, it's the whole thing, and like SpongeBob is trying to like do whatever he can to like fix it, but like Patrick loses his freaking mind, and that reminded me of like the
Uh,
girlfriend or the boyfriend. I don't know. It's mostly the girlfriend. I'm sorry if females care. I'm so sorry. You know, uh, what do you call it again? Yeah, it was mostly like I felt like it was like just getting mad because they didn't get her present because Patrick freaked the f out, man. It was nuts. If you guys remember Patrick's face, dude, it was like yeah, like ah. It was just dude. I'm telling you, it was just so classic, and I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh, this is just perfect.
Patrick went Super Saiyan that day.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't know. That episode made me. What up, Ding? That episode made me realize, like, yo, this is, like she thought this was hilarious. I'm sitting here having like panic attacks. I'm like, yo, I've been through this shit before, cuz like this is reality. You don't forget Valentine's Day for anybody, especially your significant other. And if you do, you're effed. So it just the sheer differences in what we saw as kids as adults is crazy. And I think the next episode I saw was the episode. I think it was no. No, the next episode I saw I think was either the paper or was it Sleepy Time and Suds. I don't know which one it was exactly. I think it was the paper. The paper was the episode where like SpongeBob. Basically, what happened was, uh, Squidward, he like had a piece of gum and then he took a piece of paper and he threw it out or whatever whatever. And SpongeBob took that piece of paper and he like made something cool out of it. Like he made that paper like the coolest thing on the planet. Like he would sit there and like play music on it, and he would do all this crazy stuff, and just like he even outshined Squidward in playing it as an instrument to the point where Squidward was like, "All right, I want that piece of paper back," And basically, SpongeBob is a hustler. He's a damn hustler. That's the best way to put it, because he basically hustled Squidward out of his house, out of the shirt on his back, for this piece of paper. You know what I mean? And then like when Squidward got the piece of paper, he just couldn't do anything with it. He was like, "Oh my god, I gave everything over the piece of paper." And then I was like, "Oh my god, he's such a hustler." That's what all I was thinking. My cousin was like, "SpongeBob is special and Squidward isn't." I'm like, "Kid, you're on the nose with that
Yes.
one." You know what I mean? You're on the nose, and it's also like, yo, sometimes you got to make the best situation. Then it's your attitude that gets you that place. It's like SpongeBob out here doing it. The other ones I watched,
Trash is another's treasure.
yeah, exactly. The other ones I watched was Sleepy Time and Suds, I think. Sleepy Time, that one, my cousin just thought it was hilarious that SpongeBob was going through people's dreams and stuff like that. Me, I'm sitting back here as an old school psychedelic man, you know what I mean, going, yo, this man is astral projecting out here, fam. You know what I mean? He's straight up lucid dreaming and astral projecting. Like that is what I'm thinking back here. And I tried to explain to my cousin what lucid dreaming was. I even domestic violence, dude. That's awesome. So like, I'm sitting here going, this is too much, man. Like this is a little bit too much, because he goes into freaking Gary's dream, and Gary's all sophisticated, and then he like hijacks everybody else's dream, and I'm like, wow, this is nuts. And then I try to explain to my cousin what lucid dreaming and astral projecting was. It definitely went over her head. Hope she got some of it, because hey, lucid dreaming is the thing. I used to lucid dream pretty well back in the day. Now I can't, but like I used to be able to like get that perfect point and just kind of control my shit. It's harder nowadays than it was back in the day, because back in the day I had more, emptiness in my head that I could do that with. Do you guys have anything to say about the SpongeBob episodes that I talked about?
SpongeBob will never not be a fucking time to go back to. Because it's like you said, there's so much shit that I remember seeing as a kid that I look at now and I'm like, this shit is so fucking wild.
Yeah.
How did you do this? You got this past like a bunch of people to get it into production, and you did
Yeah.
it so well.
Dude,
This
it's
made it past drawings on the wall.
oh,
This was animated.
I know, man. And SpongeBob is like la 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 la. I'm sitting here, oh my god.
I think my my favorite part of Sleepy Time, it's a tie between just how like posh Gary is in his dream. When
Right?
he's like, "SpongeBob, how dare you invade the sanctity of my dream?" But in reality, all it just goes is meow.
Yeah, dude.
But then the other part I like more is just how on the nose with it, the fact of Mr. Krabs is having a dream where he's catching the Moby Dick of the dollar when his daughter is a whale.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about it like that, dude. That is hilarious. Actually, I have seen Midnight Gospel, real Ninja Warrior. I actually, dude, I recorded my first reaction to that somewhere, and I cried my butt off that last episode. I was in tears.
King of the Hill is a goated
King of the
show,
Hill
you're
is
right,
really,
Joel.
really good. But dude, I didn't notice the Moby taking the wheel part. That's
Fuck
hilarious.
it, it's a-
That's so funny, dude. And then the Suds episode was like a definite like, yo, go visit the damn doctor. Don't listen to
Yeah.
these holistic doctors. Don't listen to these guys that think they're doctors. Don't listen to Patrick's about medicine. If you're sick, damn it, go to the doctor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. My cousin was just like, "Oh, Patrick is so dumb. He's so mean, haha." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god, this is just so on the nose with like life right now." Oh, it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and like, judge anybody's beliefs on things or whatnot, but like, I will say after the pandemic has happened, it has given the rise to the internet doctor or the dude
Yeah.
from high school who thinks he knows his shit. Like it's a damn stereotype for real.
The Reddit guy with a degree in everything.
Oh yeah, dude. Just for real. They're like looking up shit on the internet like, "Oh, this is connected to this, connecting these fucking dots." And I'm like, "Fam, if you sick, you go to the doctor." Like, that's what
My
I was
favorite part about Suds is like, yeah, it's very on the nose about the whole anti-vax thing, but you could also take it on the fact of Patrick being so dumb at this point, he probably doesn't know the meaning of anti-vax. In any case, he's probably just trying to save his buddy the medical bills. Those things are expensive.
Oh yeah,
They add
true.
up.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. They were talking about you. You sit there and you read these magazines. Mr. Krabs,
Oh.
Mr. Krabs is teaching kids about capitalism, and dude, for real, it definitely is. It went, dude.
Yeah.
My cousin's reactions, it's just very uncanny. I'm just like, wow, like, I get it. Like, this is just going over her head, but there's so much they're talking about. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Paul.
Whew, it's so good. It's so good.
It's yeah, so much that shit, so many different like yeah, little subliminal things and all that of like them trying to like talk about shit and like be like, listen, go here if you're sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Capitalism is alive and well. And we're out here trying to tell y'all something
For real,
without telling
dude.
y'all something.
Exactly, and it just boggles my mind on how on the nose it is. So like, SpongeBob, by the way, is a show that's here to stay. People were like, see, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna make this a series with my cousin. You know what? I don't really care about the views too much. The views will get up there as we keep watching. But like me and my cousin are definitely enjoying it. I love all the comments that you guys are saying. I can't wait till her like debut on YouTube because she's the cutest thing on the freaking planet. Those episodes are actually on my Patreon right now. But I can't wait till she's like on there. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a great time until when she gets on there. All right, so I think we've talked about the shows that are not the animes. I know my channel is like literally mostly anime. We're gonna fix that. I swear to God. I'm watching more live action soon. I got a couple of them coming. I just got to get a little bit of time in me, get a little bit of help, and we're gonna get there. So
I'd like
let's.
to see you watch the live action Death Note. I think
I
it'd be
already, I already
interesting.
saw it, dude. I saw it. I saw it right after. I was with my forward. I saw it in. Dude, I thought I thought Lakeith Stanfield was gonna save that damn thing, but like he definitely did not save it. He definitely did not save it.
I've heard if it was like its own standalone thing that wasn't connected to Death Note, it's pretty decent. But the fact
Yeah.
that it's when you compare it to the source material, that's where it becomes.
If
bad.
I never watched Death Note and I watched that, I probably would have thought it was really interesting. But like I didn't, you know what I mean? So it's just like takes away from like what it's supposed to be. Dude, I was thinking about that definitely.
The Sopranos.
I'm gonna put something out there. I've already seen season 1, but I probably need to rewatch season 1 again. It's been like a very long time. So I watched season 1 when I broke my femur, way back in the day, which was like 6 years ago. I feel like, and it's been a minute. So I'm definitely thinking about. I mean, hey, we're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff, man. I have no there are no strings on me, best way to put it. So we'll see what we can watch. I just gotta have the time and the energy to do so because I got a lot of things happening in the background. All right, so let's talk about Attack on Titan, and then we'll talk about the big three right after that. Attack on Titan. Oh, my Lanta. I know some of y'all out there are like, Nahid, Flock is king. Flock is king. Flock is king. I'm like, fuck Flock. I get it. Okay, first of all, I just want to say I understand where Flock is coming from at the end of the day. I get it. You know what I mean? he's never seen anything outside of the wall, and for him, it's been nothing but these guys, Marleans. There we go. Somebody saying it. It's been nothing but these Marleans ruining his life, ruining where he's been. And I understand his plight. I completely get it. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not, he doesn't, whatever. But, like, my problem with Flock is, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, I just feel he lacks the bit of empathy the other guys do. And I just feel like he's so up Aaron's butt, and prove me wrong, that he will do whatever that man tells him to do. And I love Aaron, man. Aaron was like my number one dude. He kind of still is, you know what I mean? But I feel like he kind of fell off the deep end here, man. He's trying to destroy the whole entire world, and I get it. But I also, in my opinion, I feel like what Aaron is trying to do is he's trying to make everyone hate him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. Because I'm a big belief in, like, when we all have one common enemy, people tend to, like, work together. And this last episode, that is what I saw. I saw Rhina, I saw freaking Mikasa, I saw freaking John, I saw all of them work together. This is something that, like, I never would have thought I'd seen in a million freaking years. And here I am, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, wow. I think my most favorite moment in that whole entire episode was Shadis and Magath at the end working together to take out that boat. That was just so, in my opinion, I'm like getting goosebumps thinking about that shit. It was so fucking beautiful because these guys sat there for ages fighting each other. You know what I mean? Hating each other because of this war, because of this propaganda, all this shit that's been spewed out. And in their last very moments, they work together to try to save the world. That, in my opinion, is just fucking beautiful. It's so goddamn good, and it really, really shows where this show is going, and how I just think the show is just sometimes, like, it's just a mastery sometimes, because you're just like wowed by it. And then one of my more saddest things in the world is, like, I don't think anybody's gonna know Shadis did what he did, because he took out that train. You feel me? He took out, like, I like Annie. I don't know, man. That's a hard one right there, bro. Because Annie, I feel like it's come some way too. But I think I also, somebody commented, like, Annie is acting the way she's acting right now because she felt lost because of Liberio. That's why she's, like, literally, like, whatever, because she felt that loss. And she wasn't feeling like that in the beginning. But then, all I gotta say is, bro, when things happen to you that's really, really fucked up, it changes for people. You know what I mean? And I can see there's a change coming in Annie here soon. I know there's no Attack on Titan this week. I know there isn't. I know there's going to be one the following week. I'm just really excited for it. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've not read the manga. I've not read any of that. I'm just ready for what's happening. And no, I still don't think...
It's okay. Bigfoot's definitely not a watch, so I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I even said spoilers, you know what I mean? If you've already seen the show, you've already seen it,
Yeah, this is a recap.
It's a recap, Spade TV. It's definitely a recap, And
that includes stuff that hasn't gone on YouTube yet.
Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful. The story is just, it's going places. For me, it was amazing to see all the scouts work with them and get to where they're getting. And I just cannot wait till we finish the whole series off. I know there's a lot more. People are saying there's like a whole fucking movie that they have left, and I'm like, Jesus, give it to me. Give it to me hard, as I would say. All right, Bigfoot guys, you're good. We're gonna talk about something different now. Good. I'm so sorry if I did anything. I hope I didn't spoil anything for y'all. All right, now let's talk about Bleach. Bleach. Kara, you guys have all seen Bleach?
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Okay, so like right now, fam, I think I just saw Renji's. I think what we dropped recently is Renji's past, and Rukia's past. What up, Zetsu, Zaven? How's it going, fam? We're talking about Zetsu's. What am I saying? Zetsu. I saw Renji's past, and I saw Rukia's past, and I don't know what to say, man. I'm just kind of like very just enthralled by this show because there's just so much. My biggest thing is like this Soul Society. I'm trying to like figure out, and it's been hard for me to figure this out. Is this place freaking limbo? Like, what is, like, without spoiling, like, I feel like Bigfoot, you're like the whatever. You guys talk about it with me. You guys know where I'm at.
Okay.
You guys
at the point
take
you're
it forward.
at, where what I was thinking that it was when I was originally watching this years ago and shit, right?
Wait, what's that? Zetsu, there will be spoilers. I'm on episode what am I? I'm on episode 31 right now, so there are some spoilers. If you want to leave, I would leave and come back here because we're gonna talk about One Piece and Naruto right after this.
Yeah, come back in like 5-10 minutes or something.
Maybe a little bit long because we're probably gonna talk about Bleach for a minute.
Yeah, come back in like 15-20.
Yeah. Go for it, Bigfoot.
Right. So like for me, when I was originally watching this at the point that you're at, it felt like this was, yeah, sort of like a purgatory-esque spot, but not exactly purgatory. It's like this is the place in between. Like it felt like it was the place in between like heaven and like wherever else you go or wherever that is in this universe, you know.
Yeah.
And these guys are the ones who move everybody along in that path wherever you're going. It's like they're basically like Chiron from like fucking Greek mythology who like
Gotcha.
ferries you across to the different areas and shit.
Hell yeah.
And so it's like that's what the society's kind of like it to me at that moment.
Okay.
Which also to me like that also informed a lot of things because I know it's been like from the way like it looked in like your reactions and shit, it's been like kind of confusing. But so because like certain people are like one way, but other people are completely not.
Yes.
Like
yes.
Because I'm such a like nerd to like Greek mythology and different mythologies in general and shit, right?
Yeah.
Is a big thing about them is that in their like underworlds or dead places or whatever, right? Is that there's a bunch of variation in the people and things in it of like there's different lands, different people governing those lands, different
Gotcha.
like what you call it and everything. So I always looked at it as like they're all like I thought of all the different squads, or at least the squads that I met at that time, all the
Okay.
people from them as different factions.
Damn. Okay. That's a little bit easier for me to kind of, swallow. Cuz like okay, I just again, there's just something in the Soul Society that like really confuses me a lot. You know what I mean? 'Cause some of the mantras, some of the ways they go about things. My biggest thing has always been is like, okay, they have told these Reapers to not have any emotion, right? They're like, oh, Reapers can't have any emotions. They can't do any of that stuff. Fam, what do you mean? They're very emotional. Even the captains. Only thing I think Captain Byakuya a little bit might not show that much emotion. You know what I mean? But all these other captains, they get pleasure out of some of the things they do. That's an emotion. I feel like, you know what I mean? They have anger out of some of the things they do. I mean, I saw what happened to freaking Aizen, and it's like, you guys are. I feel like there's a lot of contradictions in that whole situation.
I think, yeah, especially because I feel like that mantra and shit it's more so, like a sort of how to phrase this? It's like a doctrine that's put out. It's like a statement that you have of like, like the Army's like mission statement or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't, but it's like the pinnacle of like this is what is expected of you to
Okay.
be. This is what is expected of you to be in da-da-da, but it's not like everybody's gonna follow that in any capacity. It's like
Gotcha.
it's just like this is like the thing everybody should be, but it's not what everybody's gonna be.
Roger. Okay. So they bend rules for their own whims, right? It's very much a very
Just think
human thing they do.
Because like think about everybody you've met from Squad 11
Yeah.
so far. Like what are they only about? The whole squad. They all about hands. That's
Yes.
the whole thing about the squad. They just want to fight people. That's all it is.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, damn. That makes a lot more sense. Wow. Okay. All right. So my other question to you guys, trying to get things figured out. So, it was someone, Chair Sama, by the way. Thank you. He's a patron on my thing. Has told me that the aging is different in Bleach. Like when you're in the Soul Society, it's like 10 years equals to what? 10 years equals to 1 year of a human world or whatnot. That's why they're able to like 1 year or something like. That's why like Rukia is like like 100 or something years old, but she looks the same that she does or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very I can't remember if it's 10-1 to the Soul Society or 10-1 to the to Earth interest.
Gotcha. What up, Big
But
Mike?
Some variation in time.
but it is like a legit like gigantic like gap in like how they age and everything. Because yeah, it's like some people, like you said, will be like 100 and some years old or been around for that long, but
Yo,
they look a certain way because it's like in real time or like on time on Earth, it's not been even remotely that long, or in the Soul Society, it's not been that long.
Roger Dodger. Ayo, by the way, Big Mike, you're more than welcome to join the this if you are here. By the way, I should be able to let you in here. Let me know if you can't, but you should be able to come in here. By the way, hold on. What was your name, by the way, Big Mike? I forget. Let me know if you're trying to join us. By the way, you're more than welcome to. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man. Like I said, Bleach just it's one of the animes that I'm currently watching right now. Where like every single time I watch it, I just can't take my eyes off of it because it is unlike the other two that I'm watching as a part of the big three. You know, it deals with a lot of how do I say this? Otherworldly things. You know, death, heaven, hell. I don't know, man. I don't even want to what to call it. I just by the way, Bleach's OST is just ridiculously good. By the way, and I don't know. I'm just ready to dive deeper into it because this last episode I saw with Renji and Rukia, it just what do you call it again? It made me feel bad because it's like, all right, these guys have already died. You know what I mean? And they've died and they've went to like the worst place in this world. Like they're still suffering. You know what I mean? And they gotta like take care of each other and all that craziness to like get to a certain point. And it almost gives me the whole idea of like the military complex. I mean, I don't want to get into the huge discussion, but like for folks that are living not the best places, the military is a way for them to excel and get to a higher place in the world. Because that's what that's what it does. Military it gives you free education, it gives you money, but like at the end of the day, you're still putting your life on the line and everything on the line to get to a certain place. And that's just how I've viewed it. I've been in it, and I felt the same way with with Renji and Rukia joining the Soul Reapers. It's like they were recruited, and this was the only way that they can get out of the rut that they were in. I don't know. It just made me feel some type of way, and I don't know if that was what was intended to put out there, but like that's how I felt watching it more than anything. You guys have any comments on that?
I mean, there are definitely parallels to it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like they did need to get out, and since they both seem to have the ability to do it, 'cause it's not like everybody they were with back in their home and shit back when they were living out the district and whatnot was able to come with them and everything because they didn't have the same capabilities, it seems.
Yeah.
So it's like they had to make a choice to like better themselves, or just stay where they were, and they said we got to move.
Damn. Oh man, that's nuts. So hey man, don't spoil for me, but I feel like Renji and Rukia got something going on, cause like I'm sitting here shipping Ichigo and Rukia, and I'm looking, wait, Renji, what's up? Like you know what I mean? Like what's up? Like what's up, bro? What's up? And I get it, you know what I mean? But I want to check out Yu. Kara.
Yeah, I haven't seen Yu, but I've always wanted to.
Kara, have you watched
Bleach?
Bleach?
Really good.
Do you watch Bleach, Kara? Have you seen it?
I've seen like half of it.
Have you seen any of the stuff that I've seen?
Yes, I got pretty good ways into it before I stopped unintentionally.
What are your thoughts? If you have.
That's a loaded question, and I don't appreciate being attacked right now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're good. If you want to chime in, you're more than welcome to. No, I'm good. You're good, fam. No, man, it's just I have really, 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 really appreciated the show. I can't wait to dive further into it. I know that what do you call it again? That the new season will be here in October. My goal is to just get to that point because I've heard that everybody's what is the biggest reason why people stay away from Bleach is because it fell off or some shit like that. That's like the big rumor, right? I don't. Whatever. I've heard it. That's one of the reasons why I know a lot of other folks steered away from it and people didn't want to jump on it, which is kind of crazy to me because what I'm watching right now is definitely just like what the fuck. Like the world building is insane. The storytelling I feel like is like off the world. It's just been nothing but a blast in my opinion. So.
It's a lot of different things. I feel like I remember I told you like a while back, like certain things, certain things with the last thing that was animated.
Yeah.
Which when you get there, you'll understand what I meant.
Okay.
But like also just it's the thing of with any of the big three type shows.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Ball or anything. It's the intimidation of having a 300 plus put on it.
Gotcha.
Episode wise is like because once you pass that 100 mark, everybody says it's long. It's a long fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll have the time. And then once you get past 300, that's when people are like that's insane.
That's stupid long.
Gotcha. But I heard there's like a bunch of fillers in there too. So.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will be skipping those fillers, fam. That is going to be the case. So next week I'm actually going to binge Bleach right after this because I need to watch a bunch here in a little bit. But I'm actually excited to see where it goes. If you guys don't, can I say where I'm at? It's going to be a spoiler, by the way, guys. So please close your ears if you haven't seen past where I'm at right now. Aizen just got just cut up to the wall, man. He's all fucking. Against he gone, bro. He gone as hell. And all I gotta say, there is some fuckery going on between the Soul Reapers. Like they don't like each other somehow. And I thought they were all like a cohesive fucking group, but like they're very much not cohesive at all. So I'm very excited to see where the rest of the series goes because it's like I just because I'm for the most part I'm thinking like Rukia and my homie Chad and Orihime and Ichigo are like the main plot points, Urahara and them. But I'm starting to get the idea that there's more than anything. Because we met Ganju and I met Hanataro. Hanataro is fucking great, by the way. I love Hanataro's spirit. Hanataro is just perfection, But so Bleach has been nothing but a blast. I can't wait to see more of it. I'm very excited. And thank you, by the way, for like clearing some things up about the Soul Society. It makes me kind of understand it a little bit better now. All right, so let's move on to One Piece. Woo! One Piece. Yeah!
One Piece.
One Piece. Hey, so I'm on episode 39 right now, and that's like the last episode that went out on Patreon. That's like the last episode I saw. I actually watched that the day I haven't got it out. Hey, man, a big shout out to my editors, man. Hakan, they should have been here, but I think they all got busy. But Hakan is my editor that edits Bleach. He has been nothing but a... Dude, Hakan is like my fucking... motivational speaker, man. He's like my fucking life coach sometimes, bro. Because sometimes he'll be like, Naheed, you don't worry, man. You'll be great. You don't understand. These next episodes that are coming up right now, they're going to be so good. And like Hakan, by the way, he lives in Germany, if I'm correct. And he always worries about his... I'm like, bro, your English is impeccable. Like, stop with that shit. Your English is doing great. And like I noticed I've motivated him to be more on the editing. He's very, very happy with what he's doing. He's enjoying it. And like I just want to say I appreciate the man so much because the work he does for me is unbelievable. For real, I love you, brother. Like serious, it's crazy. He said he's been watching for like the last 5 years, and it's been a dream to help me, and I'm just like wowed by it. I have a personal goal of hopefully one of these days bringing him to the States and taking him to New York and actually taking him out in New York. He said one of his favorite movies growing up was Home Alone: Lost in New York, and like everybody knows how good that movie is. So when you watch that movie and you're just like, because it makes New York very like amazing. New York is pretty amazing, but there's some parts of New York out here. I think who is it? Joel, who's from here, he probably can answer that situation. But but yeah, that's a big life goal of mine. I hope I can fulfill that promise. But yeah, shout out to Hakan. One Piece is what my editor Chinte edits, and Chinte has been nothing but he's been a godsend, man. He's my Zoro, best way to put it. Me and Chinte, we talk all the time. We actually voice message each other every day. Because, he helps me get up and be like, yo, bro, you got this. Motivate yourself. And I motivate him, too. So, Chinte is my boy. And Chinte has, this is his first time kind of editing something of this caliber. And his progression in editing has been very, very good. Because One Piece is one of those shows on my channel that tends to get hit with copyright more than anything. I thought it would be freaking Naruto that would be getting hit with copyright. but it's One Piece that gets like fucking claimed left and right. Like the first 2 episodes are right now blocked on YouTube, and I'm like pissed because they got like a lot of views on it, and I'm just like, well, fuck you, YouTube. You know, like I don't know what the fuck to do now. I'm probably have to re-upload those shits. I should. We're gonna figure that out. But Jinte has been killing it. So right now I'm on episode 39. I'm on the Fishman Arc, and all I have to say is I am just I'm impressed, fam. Like where is the imagination? Like how do you come up with this shit?
I genuinely loved your like
You're a little
how
bit
confused you were to with when the fishmen and you were like, wait, they're actual fishmen? They're actual wait, what's happening? I thought they were fishermen. I thought they were like it is like and it was like no, these are fish people. These are legitimate fish people. They are not even remotely
They
human.
are fishermen.
Yo, dude, I was sitting there losing my goddamn mind. I'm like, oh shit, these are actually fish because they were saying fishermen. I'm like, oh, because these guys are like, they go out and they fish and they bring stuff back, and then we get to it. I'm like, oh my god, like this is a situation. You know what I mean? And they got a freaking dude who's an octopus that has like 6 goddamn arms. He looks like a mix between freaking Rick from Rick and Morty and like yeah, you know what I mean? His hair is like fucking Rick and shit like that, and his mouth is all goddamn long, and then he just like, you know, like, bro, that shit just it's hilarious. That's
Did you like Luffy's drawing?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
Oh my god. Hey, did you guys fall in love with Luffy as quickly as I did? Because I'm just like
yeah.
I'm just falling for him so hard, you know what I mean? Like not, platonically, you know. It's just
For some reason,
Had
for
to
some
serve
reason,
yourself
I
there.
didn't.
You didn't? Okay. That's fine. That's cool.
I am now. I'm definitely in
I feel
love
like
with
that
him
makes
now,
sense
but
though, because I started watching movies when I was like a very young kid and shit, and
Yeah.
like, Luffy he had that energy that was like, yeah, and like even as I've gotten older and become an adult, it's like that same energy.
Yeah, dude.
Like fuck everything, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like, okay. So I'll be real with you. So I watched the dub originally. Y'all know that. Everybody's been like, Naheed, as soon as you, it's like I don't know how to make people happy. I don't know how to make people happy with this dub or sub shit. And the reason that I moved to the sub is because my whole team was like, Naheed, you're a fucking idiot for watching the sub. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to my goddamn team. You know what I mean? And then what he called again, Mikey. You know, my boy. He raps. He's on the other channel, and whatnot. He is a big One Piece fan. Like, dude, he wears Luffy everywhere. He considers himself Luffy. He called me Usopp, and I was like, why you call me? Why you call me? He's like,
Usopp,
and then he
man.
was like, he's like, Naheed, you shut your mouth. You don't even know how good Usopp is. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch this shit. Cause right now Usopp is just like, what the fuck? But like, Mikey is he's so obsessed with Luffy, man. He even has a bar in Winter Hard, like we're like Goofy, like Zoro and Luffy. Like he loves those guys, and like he's like, bro, my mantra is about them all the time. They're that damn good. And then when I told him, he's like, bro, you made a mistake. You need to switch back. I was like, I get it, bro. You're hearing your favorite DBZ characters. I understand that, bro. But like, you need to make that change like ASAP because the Japanese is that good. It's the original. It's meant to be that way. You know, he even explained how like he even explained how what do you call it again? It's like it's the original art form. You know, it's a piece of art. Think about it, and that's how it was meant to be, and that's how it is to this day. You know. And I thought about it, I was like, all right, I'll make the switch. So, yes, I am making the switch on episode 19. I'm actually loving it in the sub right now because it is so good. It is very much, it's like I'm looking at a time capsule from the past, you know? Because that's how it was meant to be. It's that original, you know? And it's like really old. So, like, it came out in 2000, right? That's what it says on Hulu. 2000, I was, I think, 12, maybe? Was that 12? No. Because I graduated 06. So, yeah. Yeah, I was 12. So, damn. Shit, that's crazy.
When it comes to those older anime, I always like how more rough the Japanese dub is to it because it came out first. Like in some sub for like
Yeah.
One Piece and Naruto, like you'll hear like static interference in the microphones before they talk.
Oh yeah, man. It's just it's very gritty. It's just like it's just It's original, man. It was the
It's
way that
real.
it's real, man. It's real. Some of my more favorite things I'm loving about the anime is seeing the art style more than anything, because back in the day, they didn't have the computer technology that they did to like make the animes that look the way they did, and they resorted to like these different.
Hand cells.
Yes. Oh, 1999. Holy crap, 999. Yeah. So like they'll make the screen go black and white. You know, they'll freeze on certain things. The sound design is what I feel like sometimes makes it a lot better. You hear the clinks and the clanks. Um, it's gorgeous. It shows just how much care was brought in back in the day. Because back in the day, it wasn't. I'm sure those episodes took a freaking while. You know.
Yeah. And it's not like they don't necessarily care now. It's just that the process is a lot more streamlined. They could just animate it how they want and throw it in After Effects afterwards to touch it up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like I always get jealous in certain ways. Like you get to like come through the series now and shit.
Yeah.
Because you get to have this effect of One Piece is it's the only one of the big until like Bleach comes back, but like as of right now, it's like the one of the big three that has consistently been going through the ages of animation and gaining traction and gaining traction and gaining capabilities and shit.
Yeah.
And then you get to see that in like the place where it is currently. But it's also like you go back and you get to see all the old shit and appreciate how fucking fantastic it was at this time and shit, and just know that like progression doesn't stop. It just
Yeah.
keeps moving.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Okay, Kara, I'm not putting you on the spot, but I just want to ask, as an animator, as a person that draws, how do you feel about some of the stuff? Like, how does it make you feel?
Like the newer stuff?
Yeah, the newer and the older stuff. Like, how does it make you feel as a person that draws these kinds of
As
things?
an artiste.
It's an artiste.
Well, I haven't had time to really put my thoughts into words, I guess, but I like a lot of the new animations they've been doing, but they do have a lot of quick looping animations they use a lot that I'm not a big fan of.
Gotcha.
That kind of make Luffy look a bit weird.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that one then. And see if I can
You've
spot-
probably got like 1,000 episodes to go.
Oh jeez, dude. Now I'm running to like my goal this weekend is to finish out 12 of these things, yo. I'm about to watch like 12, 15 episodes this weekend. It's like a binge session. I'm actually very excited about it. I'm about to like literally just get my coffee and just get at it. Yeah, I love my job. Can't complain. So yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm actually really excited to see all that happen down the line. So like currently in the story right now is Nami's backstory, and Nami was one of those characters like like you just kind of like I really enjoyed her as soon as I saw her, because like we saw Nami and I was like, all right, hey, you seem like a really awesome person. Yeah, you navigate, you have hair, you will steal from pirates, and then we get to her story.
You have hair.
Oh, no, you have orange hair. I'm sorry, you have orange hair. You know what Zetsu, there's a huge list, man. I don't know I think I might tackle Champloo next, because after Naruto ends, my goal is to like watch a lot of these smaller animes that I have like not seen yet. We do have anime nights where we're gonna watch a lot of cool animes. That should be tonight, by the way. So you guys should join our Discord for that. That's fun stuff.
Yeah, in like 3 hours.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Completely lost my mind. I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say?
You were talking about
Nami has hair.
how you would
Oh, yeah.
how Nami has hair.
How Nami has orange hair, and then like we get to this point of the story right now where you're seeing her backstory. You're just like, oh, what the f? This is just like, it's very tragic a little bit, because you're just sitting there just going, damn, like, I didn't know that she came from this kind of a background. I didn't know that she had this big of a weight on her shoulders, and that's to like basically save her peoples, and like she had to get all this gold. That it gives the reasoning of why she's doing what she's doing, and then to have that done to her as a young child is just freaking crazy to me, Arlong he's a dick. That's all I gotta say. The Navy's fucking terrible. And Nami, it just I think my scene that like that really I was like wow, and I couldn't keep my eyes. It was when she just went for the tattoo. Was like fuck this and started cutting it all up and shit. And I was just like, jeez, my Lanta, this is it. This is where it's at, right? And then like again, the sound design just kills it for me because like couldn't even like finish. I look away a little bit, but it really I feel like the show does a great job of showing the whole story. It doesn't just stop and pause on one thing. It just shows everybody's everything, and I'm loving it. And I love how Luffy, like, my favorite part is when like Nami goes, Luffy, help me, and Luffy's like, bitch, I got this. You know what I mean? He starts walking towards, and you just get this feeling like, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. And there's a scene where you see like Luffy, Sanji, Usopp, and Zoro just walking. I'm like, you motherfuckers is legends, aren't y'all? Y'all some legends. All right, okay. This is what everybody keep talking about. All right, let's do this shit, because that's what they are. They're legends, right? Huh?
Young goats in the making.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's like the feeling I got as I was watching the scene. I was like, yes, let's do it.
It's very like crazy too because it's like a moment of like it's one of the moments in which I'm like I was first like there's a couple moments before this, but this is the big one where because Luffy he's presented very much like most protagonists in shonen shit were like kind of an idiot at the time and but he's a solid dude and whatnot and everything, but this was a moment where he understood something that is really hard for people to understand, which is until she asks me for help, even if I do something here, even if I go and fuck some people up or whatever, it's not gonna be the same because
dude,
she didn't.
Yes.
Didn't need to do it. When she asks me for help, then I can make a move.
Oh,
then
yeah,
I can
dude.
make a move here, and we can all be united in the fact that we will become that we're doing this together.
Luffy is like very intelligent like that, and like I'm starting to understand how he is. Okay, I think I forgot to tell you the reason why I fell in love with him so quickly. You wanna know why? A, because he wants to be the best pirate captain in the world, and in a sea full of pirates. I have that feeling because I want to be the best reactor in the world in a sea full of reactors. Holy shit, there's a lot of reactors out there, motherfucker. It's so crazy. I'm gonna say it right now, there's so many goddamn reactors. But hey, it's cool. I'll be your king. I'm here. Small joke. But like I was saying, no, I'll be real. It's because I heard my boy's voice in the dub. I heard young Goku, and like whenever I hear his voice, it sends me tingles to my body, and I'm just like, that is my boy's voice, and that's who they have as his voice. So I know like I watched the dub in the beginning, and it made me fall in love with them. But like, and now I'm watching the sub, and then like the Japanese, I forget the lady's name. She is just so good, so good. And like Luffy's values everything. I fuck with him, man. I really, really do. Just how he goes about it. So right now, where I left off is like I think Nojiko has taken his head, stretched it, and put it on top of something to help him breathe. Which I'm just like, okay, I would have never thought about that shit, And they're like trying to resuscitate him from the water. My thoughts on that is the reason why he's not back just yet is because his neck is so long. It's kind of it takes a while to push all that water out. You feel me? So I think that's basically what's happening. So that's where I'm at. I'm so excited to watch more of it. I can't wait. It's just dude, it's so lucky. So yeah.
I will also say I did love when you got this is a little bit back, but when you got introduced to Mihawk and shit, and like the way I loved how like you were so. Right, because I remember the same feeling of like you were so ready for Zoro to be like, yeah, he about to do it and shit. And then Miyao pulls out like a pocket knife and he's like, all right, I got you. And then you like, okay, you being a little extra. Then Zoro swings on him and he's like, no, this is equal.
Yeah, Mihawk is out of this world. Hey man, I know I'm a broken record about this, but Mihawk is fucking Dave Navarro, man. What the hell? They be doing that, right? They take like real life characters and put them together. Because Django is either freaking Tyler Perry or Steve Perry. Oh, no, Tyler Perry. Steve Perry from freaking Aerosmith, or he's freaking Michael
Steven
Jackson.
Tyler.
Steven Tyler. I'm so done. Steven Tyler.
Players from Journey.
Either he's Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, or he's freaking Michael Jackson. Like he's one of them, dude. Like for real. And then
He
Mihawk.
literally hit the moonwalk in the spin.
I know. And then I'm sitting there, I'm watching freaking Mihawk, and I'm like, fam. That's Dave Navarro. That is straight up Dave from Jane's Addiction. I'm like, all right, I see y'all. What more do you guys got? And I'm very excited to see how many more characters they take off of real life personalities. It's just nuts to me. But yeah. Anything else about? Okay, yeah, Jay goes Michael. Okay, gotcha. It's Michael Jackson. Yeah, the lips is what made me think of oh my God, Steven Tyler. So because it's lips, it's lips. It's like I'm sorry. So anything else about One Piece before we move on to Naruto Shippuden?
I will say I'm kind of in the same boat with you of how I really started falling in love with Luffy, but it's more of just his attitude of just like he is by definition as raw can be. Like he will
Yeah.
straight tell it as it is, and even though on the outside he looks like a complete goober that doesn't know what's going on, he very clearly does, because there's moments early on where someone will ask him something that he doesn't feel good about and he'll just dodge the question entirely.
True.
And he'll just dodge it in the goober way so they don't even think about it.
True. I'm gonna compare him a little bit to Ted Lasso because Ted Lasso is quote he says, don't be the smartest person in the room, be the most curious person. And I just feel like that's what he kind of does. He doesn't think he's the smartest. He's just very curious about situations, and he analyzes from that. And it's pretty fucking dope that he does that. Another thing I like about him is the way he has no worries. Because there was this one scene where he just kind of lays down and goes to sleep. He doesn't give a shit about anything. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could fucking do that shit. It's amazing. Oda, the writer. Okay, so who is the writer of One Piece? His name is Oda.
Mhm.
It's yeah, I don't remember his first name.
Oda. Okay,
Unfortunately.
thank you, Willpower, for giving me that one. All right, guys, let's talk about Naruto. Freaking Naruto Shippuden. So,
Oh boy.
oh boy. So the episode that I am on right now is I have been acquainted with Hashirama Senju, the god of all shinobi, and I'm getting like goosebumps right now even talking about his ass because I've seen the episodes after that with him and Madara where they go back in time. I'm gonna talk about. I know I haven't dropped that yet, but I want to talk about one thing about that episode where I can compare it to. It kind of have you guys who's here has seen Lost? Anybody seen Lost?
I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't seen it.
Man, if y'all seen, I know Lost is Lost, but it kind of reminds me of
I
the
heard
man.
the ending wasn't good.
I made me cry, but yeah, it's all right. But like, it reminded me of that scene of like Jacob and the Man in Black. It's like these two big dudes that kind of were there in the beginning to set all this off. And then like the next episode after the one that I dropped, we go back and they're in front of the river, and it's Madara and it's Hashirama as kids, and I'm like, wow, this is very ancient. This is like stupid ancient. I just get a feeling like this was like the beginnings of it all. And I'll be real with you, I'm very impressed with the show. I didn't think it was gonna get to this point. This war arc has definitely put me in a lot of different places because I didn't conceive that it was going to get to this point where I see Orochimaru. The motherfucker doesn't die. He's like, I thought like Dragon Ball Z had situations with people coming back to life, and whatnot, because of the damn Dragon Balls. But like in here, it's like, you know what I mean? Like people are just coming back to life that's been dead for years, and it's been amazing. The last episode I think I saw is like that came out. I think Sasuke. I think it's the all-knowing. Sasuke is basically asking them questions about the Leaf and how things are going, how things are happening, and it's a very educational moment because you're just learning a lot. You're hearing a lot from the guys that started it all. I didn't expect Hashirama to be the way he is. I thought when I think about Hashirama Senju, I think of him as like this big badass who like gives no fucks. He's pretty like, yo, fuck you kind
hard, stoic, cold.
But like
just a real man.
Yeah, but he just at the end of the day he's this very sweet individual. Thanks, I'm on the right bar too. But at the end of the day he's just this very, very sweet individual. You know what I mean? And like, from the backstory I'm getting that he was sick of the war, he's sick of how things are. He just wanted change. He didn't want kids to die anymore because that's what was happening. Kids were dying. He saw all of his brothers die, and he was just sick of it. He wanted change. One of my more beautiful moments was like when that change finally happened, and they made everything, and you see these kids, the will of fire, as I would say, move on. They're being educated. Things are more, systematic. It's a government. They've inspired so much, and I'm just grateful for the show for letting me see that, because this whole entire time Hashirama Senju felt like Rhaegar Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Is this guy that we hear from people's tales and their stories, and now he is in the flesh or whatever.
I will say this is part of the reason why we screamed at you to close your eyes during the Kakashi fillers, because Sasuke asking questions and the flashbacks were part of those spoilers that would have just ruined it for you. But that's only 2 of the 5.
Dude, I still close my eyes on that damn fucking intro,
Yes,
man.
you have to.
Oh, yeah. It's really
You're not
good.
allowed to open your eyes until the show's over.
It's insanity to me at some points. It's just like I don't know how the story got to this point. I'm very much wowed. I'm just, I'm really, I don't know what else to expect right now. I mean, obviously they're fucking duking it out, but I just don't know what else to expect. It's just, I feel like it gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and I get Madara a lot in his way of thinking, but then I'm also kind of like, fam, like your friend, you know what I mean? Like he's your homie, and I don't know. It's just, it's a sad situation. It's like the Clark Kent and oh my God, what's his name again? Fuck it, I was getting what's his, oh my fucking, his enemy, oh my God, Lex Luthor. Yeah. It's like the Clark Kent Lex Luthor you know what I mean? Friends at one point and then enemies as they grow up. It's like the saddest thing in the world, you know?
That's what I always liked about the villains in Naruto's, because it was never necessarily about good versus evil per se. It was more just like a battle of philosophy.
Oh, what up, Logan? Hey, hell yeah, next one, let's do it. Let's do it. You know, yeah, that's one thing that you guys all pointed out to me as we were watching the show, is that these bad guys are not innately bad. They became that way because of what life threw at them. And you know, it's really telling when a story can do that. You know, and I've always wondered how, because as an adult I'm watching this, I'm understanding a lot of these themes because it's the real world, man. It's how I see things too, you know. But like you know, as a kid, it's just like it boggles me how you guys were able to like interpret some of this shit, because there's so many themes in it, you know. It's just beyond me sometimes.
It definitely took a couple rewatches.
Okay.
A lot of it flew over the head the first time.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, I think I was probably maybe like 11 or 12 by the time like Shippuden was entering the war arc in the manga, or like midway through the war arc where you are right now.
Jesus.
So there was still a lot of stuff flying over my head.
I didn't start because I've been through the Shippuden.
You kind of went a little bit low there, Bigfoot. There you go.
I said, I'm sorry. I binged through Shippuden and shit like around the time I was about 17 or 18. So it was like basically finished at that point, and shit. So I was just running through it and binging, going crazy, and I was like understanding a lot of like the little hidden gems and shit. I started to like go back obviously and look at certain things from different perspectives because of how it is and whatnot. But because it's like certain things of even still of like, because I had like the realization of like on like a rewatch of something that was very funny to me is, if you really think about it, what is it? Because your reaction to Toby Rama was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And shit, because it's so true. He's such a dick.
He's a dick. Toby Rama's a damn dick.
But it's so interesting because like my immediate like thought was so interesting because Toby Rama's kind of, he is like he's the version of Orochimaru that didn't do all the experimentation.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
He's the genius inventor dude who made up so many fucking things.
Yeah.
And he then became Hokage and did all this other shit. And it's basically what Orochimaru would have been if they had made him like Hokage or whatever.
Yeah. I think Bigfoot, the thing, because of Bigfoot now, I'm actually able to like get Orochimaru a lot more, because I used to have this innate hate for him, but now as progressed and listening to him, I'm like, all right, I kind of get it right now. He basically said Orochimaru is a damn scientist. You know what I mean? What do scientists do? They explore, they want to learn, and they do whatever it takes to explore and learn those things. Experimentation, doing off the wall cuff things, you know what I mean? And that is what Orochimaru has been doing. Don't get me wrong. Killing kids,
Sure.
mass graves, fucked up, bro. Like, you need to go to hell if you need some kind of punishment for that
Yeah,
shit.
Like
Oh,
morality
it's a piece of
speaking,
shit.
it's wrong.
Yeah,
No,
but like,
morally,
yeah, but in the aspect of like thinking it for the science, learning and knowing things, I understand it. It makes me understand his character a little bit more, and it definitely. So like I saw the scene recently. I'm pretty fucking far. I'm like really far. I'm just stupid far on the show now. So I saw the scene where like he met up with Tsunade, and brought her back and whatnot, and all that craziness. And one of my favorite things was when they were talking about Jiraiya, and how like bro he would have still trusted you now, and it just the parallels between those three and R3, the Team 7, is just fucking amazing. I love it, and it continues on that will of power, and it makes me feel sad. What up, Amali? It makes me feel sad that like it went down this road. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel so sad about Jiraiya at the end of the day, because like
Yeah.
that was his brother, and it's hard to see your brother go down like this. Mine would be a dragon, Twitter gangster. It would be a fucking dragon. Or it would be my dog, Vincent, like fucking huge Hulk mode. But like I was saying, it just makes me really feel
I
sad
gotta
about
rock with the toads.
toads. Toads are pretty badass. They don't really think about anybody, which is wrong unless I'm wrong, but it's interesting. But they're real gods. Oh yeah, oh that's sick. Logan and I should be here talking about that. But it makes me really just. I feel bad for Jiraiya because it's hard to see your brother go down that line and not be able to help him and bring him, reel him back in. But it also makes me happy. I hope Orochimaru's on the good line right now of like that scene and like him hearing that maybe. I hope Orochimaru has a little bit of heart in him to feel for Jiraiya, because that. Go.
I'm sorry. It was just that I enjoyed personally how when she was saying if you had changed sooner, then maybe Jiraiya would have been alive. But Orochimaru's argument was, well, if I had changed, he wouldn't have tried to stay the same for so long.
Exactly.
He would have changed.
Dude, that shit was just so beautiful. It like literally almost put me into tears. I was like, wow, this is beyond me. This is so good. I want to come back to something the Amazing Spider said. Sasuke is a perfect example of prime example of when the system fails people. And it has. The system has completely failed a lot of fucking people, man. Nah, dude, Cosmin has not fell off. I'm watching that shit. Don't worry, Cosmin. I'm good, fam. Bleach is good. Don't
System
worry.
failed Naruto, but Naruto was just lucky enough to have people and just work hard to bounce back. But Sasuke just
Well, the thing
was
with
mainly alone a lot and didn't want help from a lot of people.
well, the thing with Sasuke, and it's the same. I can go back. I know I kind of skipped over talking about Spider-Man. Actually, I might skip that whole talk about Spider-Man. But like, I mean, if you haven't seen it, please close your ears about Spider-Man for the love of God. If you have not seen Spider-Man right now, please close your ears. But like, and I'm comparing Sasuke and Spider-Man right now, especially Tom Holland Spider-Man. It is so hard to lose everything you once had, you know what I mean, and have it gone and come back to nothing. That can really, really fuck a man's mantra and where he is. It happened to Tom Holland at the end of Spider-Man, and I was just like wowed by it. It's just the sadness was just beyond me because he had everything. That Spider-Man, I mean, I hate to say it, his Spider-Man had everything handed to him. And then for him to lose everything, go back to nothing, and continue on, fuck, that would just do so wrong. Sasuke, like, fuck, somebody get this man's. Somebody get this man's willpower. Somebody get this man. Somebody get this man's. But like, dude, just to lose everything and go back to nothing, dude, it's the hardest thing in the world. And like, obviously, Peter did it differently, but Sasuke, man, the way that Sasuke was treated, the way that he was manipulated by his own bro, his brother, like really, really helped him. I feel like get to the point where he got to. Kara, we're not talking about Spider-Man anymore. No more Spider-Man, Kara. Kara, no more Spider-Man. No more Spider-Man, Kara. We're good. We're talking about Sasuke now. But the way Sasuke like was just manipulated by his brother, bro, by everybody in the fucking Shinobi world, bro. It really, if anything, I understood his character a lot more, man, because it makes sense to me why he didn't go down the same route as Naruto. Because Naruto, yes, you are right, the system fucking failed him really hardcore. They threw him in the middle of a fucking place by himself, you know what I mean? And he had to deal with, the Kakashi fillers, my god, yeah, he did have it pretty fucking bad. But the system threw him, bro, into this fucking shit situation. And obviously Naruto, because of who he is, he was able to get past that. But I just wonder how it would have been for Naruto if he would have switched places with Sasuke. You know what I mean? If Naruto had Kushina, if he had Minato, and he lost him in his life, I wonder how that would have made him feel. Or he would have lost the whole Uzumaki clan right there in front of him, and to figure out his brother did that. Because my friends, that is not an easy pill to swallow. Like it really, really isn't. And it made me. I know I was shitting on Sasuke for the longest fucking time, and the show did a great job of it. My God, of making the shit on Sasuke to like the point where we got to. It wasn't until I saw the fucking Itachi episodes where I was like, oh my God, this kid is fucking fucked. Like I get it, Now I know why he is the way he is, and I know why he has summoned these 4 Hokages and is asking him questions about the village and the leaf, because you can only learn from the past. And literally, Sasuke is like literally 2 steps away from becoming Madara himself.
I like what
Very
Amazing
much.
Spider said about Naruto having a will to live that defies common sense.
Yeah, we know.
And it,
Go,
I'm sorry.
go for it.
No, yeah, it's to go off what you were saying, it's because it is very interesting because there's there's 2 lines that I'm thinking of right now, which is one is in OG Naruto when Naruto and Sasuke are fighting and shit, and like Sasuke has the line of like you don't know what it's like to lose everybody. You didn't have anybody to start with.
Yeah, I
So
love
you don't
that
know
line.
what it's like to
I
lose
love
them.
that line.
Then it's paralleled in Shippuden after like Naruto's lost like Jiraiya, and then he almost lost like everybody in the village and shit like that, and he did all this shit, and like next time he sees Sasuke, he's like, I get it.
Yeah.
It's trash,
It's
and
trash.
I want to attack everything that did it, and I want to destroy them, and I hate them, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't affect myself in a different way, and I understand why you have this hatred and shit. I can't let you. I don't want it to consume you.
And dude, it's so hard for it not to consume someone. It really, really does. It's so fucking hard. Shit. Yeah, AMR. A lot of people would leave the village. Trust me on that one. What I was also gonna say is, yo, rest in peace to the homie, because that shit was really hard for me to like deal with. I'll be real with you. So like, just give me a little background for my love for Neji. I watched the fillers for the OG Naruto. Like I've watched them, and I thought they were hilarious. I'm one of those guys, and I fell in love with Neji in those fillers, because I feel like they in those fillers they always make the secondary characters, and I don't even consider them secondary characters. They just they make these boys shine a lot. You feel me? And like they made Nej shine so much, because like Neji again, like he was an arrogant little shit when he was fighting Naruto. I think it was remember he was fighting Naruto, right?
In the finals of the Chunin
in finals of the Chunin, and he was just arrogant as fuck. You know what I mean? Like he had the whole horrible Hyuga clan mentality, whatnot, and knowing about his dad and everything else and how he can impart change. To see him grow to where he got was just it was impeccable. It really, really was. I feel like his growth was far more than a lot of other folks in that a lot of other characters. Just to watch him just go like that, protecting Naruto, protecting Hinata, man, that shit got to me, fam. It really did. Like I literally just because at the end of the day, I know these are cartoon characters that we're watching, but like when you've been watching someone for like 4 or 5 years straight, for me it's been a very long time. They don't just become cartoon characters. They become a weird part of you. You know what I mean? They become the friend.
Yeah.
They become the friend that you never had sometimes. And it was tough, man. What up? Clap them cheeks.
I think what makes Neji his death hit harder is the fact of in part 1 they kind of fool you with the same song and dance, and they gave him a beautiful fake send off in part 1.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh god.
Like I will say, his fake death is beautiful.
Yeah.
How they do that.
Yeah.
How the whole thing of both times he seems to die, it's always the fact of he's going down knowing that he won't stand a chance, but it's to protect his comrades of the Leaf
It's
and to
Yeah,
do
Neji
anything
and
for it.
Choji were beautiful.
yeah, dude. That Neji and oh my god, dude. Yeah, that
God, Choji.
you. By the way, man, I remember when I saw those, I was like, "You guys are assholes, man," because that shit fucked me up for a little bit. Damn it,
Almost as much as Kakashi, or
Oh no, Kakashi got me good. Oh my god. I think the thing with Kakashi that, cause like his death, cause he saw his fucking dad and shit, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, you're about to say bye to this man? And I'm sitting there, and the reason that fucking it got to me really, really bad is because like I thought about Sasuke in that instant. You know, cause like Sasuke, like that was his fucking sensei and shit, and like Sasuke was never gonna like know that he fucking was gone and shit, and like I was just like, fuck.
Sasuke wasn't off the deep end hating everybody at that point.
Yeah, he wasn't, dog. Like, you know, and in my head, I'm sorry for cutting you off, bro. In my head, I thought, you know, I thought that was gonna be the straw that brought Sasuke back to the fold when he found out that his master died. But then obviously they went the wrong way. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. The White Wolf, it's so good. But and oh yeah, rest in peace to fucking Shikaku and I forget Inoichi's dad's name. Oh my god, is it Inoichi? Right?
Yeah, Inoichi.
Yeah.
And, Shikaku, yeah, because Shukaku I think is the sand.
Shikaku, okay, yeah, Shikaku.
Tail Beast. They're very similar names.
Dude, that shit, you know, like those two died, and I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna go there, all right. And it made sense those guys died, and like that was like kind of crazy how it was like a homing missile. You know what I mean? Just like
Shikaku firmed it like a real one, though. He just looked up and said, "So they're aiming here, huh?"
Yeah. I was like, okay, wow, you guys are going
Connect
there.
me to everybody. We gotta give him one last message.
Oh, dude, he went out like a fucking G, like for real. Dude, it was really, really well done. And then like seeing Shikamaru's reaction to it, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard for me to like see that because like he had to realize that he was gonna lose his dad, and then on top of that, realize that he can't dwell on it right now. He can't, because he has to keep his head strong. Because if he doesn't, there goes everything. There goes it all.
Yeah, I think Shikamaru breaking down hits me harder than any other character.
Yeah. Because he always has to have his head up. Because it's Shikamaru, man. He has to think at least like 20 steps ahead. And I'll be real with you, man. Like, as a human, dude, I'm a very emotional person. For me, whenever something like that fucking happens or anything crazy, I literally just shut the fuck down. And like that's probably the worst thing I can do for myself sometimes because I got to keep moving with a lot of things I have to do. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to be sad and it's hard to feel like shit and do things even though when you have to do it. But when I look at Shikamaru and I'm like, man, I know he's a cartoon character, motherfucker. I get it. He's a cartoon character. But to me, he's more than that. He's like a fucking real thing. And I'm like, if he can do it, then I can do it. You know?
It also makes Shikaku's death more meaningful because in the beginning, when like Asuma dies, Shikamaru does try that tactic of bottling up, and then they have that scene in the dark where he's like, "Let it out, boy.
Yeah.
Just cry."
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
It's a powerful thing for like the most inspirational like man figure in your life to tell you just to let it out.
Yeah, and then it goes on to the biggest theme I love in the show, and I will always have the biggest part in my heart for this show is like this thing called the Will of Fire. it's I love it. I love it so much. You know, it's so beautiful because in my mind, immortality, and I say it all the time. I'm a broken record about it. Immortality is not living forever. It is passing yourself on to the next generation. You know, that was what I think immortality is. True immortality. You know, that's how you become a legend at the end of the day, right? You know, because you know, when the last person that knows you dies is when you truly die, in my opinion. And the show does a beautiful job of it. And I love it. You know, and going back to like Shikamaru, like I just thought about that, man. He lost two big figures in his life. He lost Asuma, and he lost his dad now. So it's like, it's the pain.
You will know pain.
Exactly.
Are you glad those comments finally stopped?
Fuck yeah, man. I'm so... God damn it. I'm so sick of the, oh, are you ready to dance?
Like, I can't
you will know
like,
pain.
Episode 1 of part 1, they hit you with the you'll know pain.
I was like, God damn you.
You're sitting here for like 3 years wondering what they're talking about.
And then the thing about it is that really I'm just like, motherfucker, no, I didn't really feel true pain until like pain fucking went away, god damn it. It's like it's like right now I'm like feeling it like so hard because like Madara, dude, he's on a fucking tear. Jesus. He's on a damn tear. But hey, man, I just saw Sasuke take Oda or whatever the fuck and just go, no, keep going forward, bitch. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Sasuke's so goddamn badass.
Madara is the embodiment of an action replay.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
literally.
Fucking,
Hey.
it's always on like second, like whenever you go back to it, I can't help but be like, damn, y'all is a savage. Whenever you go back and you look at like the episode and shit where they take out Neji and Chicago and everybody, and you hear the shit talk that Madara is giving, cause it's fucked up.
Oh,
But
dude.
they didn't say a lie.
Dude.
They didn't lie.
It's just so what do I, he's like one of his lines is like adults don't show full power for the children or whatever. I don't know what his line
Yeah.
was. I'm sitting there like
What adult goes full force when fighting mere
children. Oh my god.
It was like,
I was like,
ooh,
so like, and that's when in my head I was like, these
White
five,
flag,
yeah,
surrender.
I was like, these 5 Kage have no chance against him. That's literally what was going through my head. I was like, there's no way these Kages are gonna touch this man. And then he's like, the only one that came close is Hashirama, and I'm like, oh god. And obviously it just it makes me go Hashirama, 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 Hashirama. You know.
It's easy to forget that this is not only peak Madara, this is peak Madara who also has Hashirama in his chest.
yeah.
Yo, dude, it's so good. Another thing that I want to also say is that I watched the Kakashi filler arc, which should be on Patreon here soon. And don't worry, YouTube, you will get it too. You will get it. Don't worry, but I'm not here to like hold my shit back. You'll get it eventually, just a little bit later than everybody else. But the Kakashi filler arc, man, it was just so perfect because I don't know who said it. It was 60% Kakashi and 40% everyone else. Like, we got a really good deep dive into fucking Itachi, who's just, he's a damn prodigy, man. He was 11 when he joined the fucking Anbu and 13 when he massacred his goddamn clan. Like, what the hell? That man, I think in the episode I'm talking about right now, the closest that was to Hashirama, I think it was Sasuke that said was his brother Itachi. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy because he was an Uchiha and he was a Senju at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, he was the closest to God of Shinobi, which is just fucking phenomenal because he was a damn prodigy. And then also Yamato. Oh my god. By the way, where the fuck is he? Like, he just disappeared on me.
Yeah.
They took him in that thing. He's just fucking gone right now. But
when did they snatch him up? Like,
dude, fucking episodes
250?
ago, and I'm sitting there going,
Yeah,
"Where
What
the?"
was it, like episode 250?
I'm like,
It was
where?
in the 200s, man.
I'm like-
on Turtle Island or something.
I'm like, where's my boy at, man? I'm missing Yamato, and like, I really fucks with Yamato hard, man, because he had the wood style and shit. But like, I really love how in the fillers, man, they fucking dive deep on him like crazy. You know what I mean? You see where he came from. Like, those fillers were rated R, man. Like, it's out of this world, dude. Just insane how good it
they were
was.
so good.
It was so goddamn good. It's probably the best filler arc I've ever seen. They should have been a part of the story. But
I'm gonna go make dinner real quick, but
all
you
right,
guys have fun.
thank you, Kara.
That's
Thank you
very
for joining us. Thank you for being here with your presence. You're the best. We love you.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll be hosting anime night in about 2 hours. So
Yeah. Hey,
if you want to come by, come by.
yeah, we're watching Karakaguri. That's the one that I'll be real. That's the only one that I'm like kind of like on right now. But
Madara straight up
I'ma still jump in
dragged
on that
his
bad boy.
The entire Shinobi Alliance, yeah, Amazing Spider.
Yeah, he dragged. Yeah, he did, dude. He definitely did.
Try not to talk too much about Boruto because this guy still has to. Finish
Yeah, let's not
Naruto,
talk
folks.
about Boruto yet, fam. You know what I mean? But dude, it's just really, really good. The story is very phenomenal. It's insane. Where, again, I've been watching this show for like almost 4 or 5 years now. It's fucking nuts, and I feel like I'm kind of in like this invincible phase right now. Please, for the love of God, no one say anything dumb to me. I don't want the show ruined because I've had a couple of things spoiled for me on this show, and it's been very like. It's annoying, you know what I mean? I actually had someone fucking message me on my Discord. I saw my Discord is private, like to message me. He just fucking threw out all the goddamn spoilers at me, and I read like 2 of them. They people tried to cover them up, but then it ended up happening. But like right now, I'm just feel like I'm in a place where I just don't know what the fuck is happening, and it's very amazing. It's very good. I'm just ready to see where all this fucking takes me, man. Because it's a beautiful show. They really go balls to the walls with it, man, and I'm very excited to end it finally. You know, it's been a long fucking journey. God damn it. You know, it should have been finished a while ago. But I'm gonna hopefully by June, that is when I'm scheduled to finish it on Patreon. And once it's finished on Patreon, you know, we'll get some. We will rapidly drop these bad boys on YouTube to finish it out, so we can finish the story. It's it's crazy. I think the last episode I watched.
And then buckle in for the next 500 episodes of Boruto.
Jesus, you know, but I'm taking a little bit of a break, Tim. I'm definitely gonna watch some other animes in between that. Then we'll jump into Boruto.
Yeah, you definitely need to after like a 3.5 year long
Dude,
Naruto Shippuden.
it's been so damn long, and I'm just really happy that I can just finish it out. I'm hoping my pacing on YouTube has been great for you guys. I know last week I dropped 4, and it's been 3 a week right now. You should pull up at some. Oh, we'll see, man. Your boy right now is trying to figure out this channel right now. Egg fam, we just hit 9K, man. Let's get to 10 here soon, man. Holy shit. You know, I'm fucking happy about that 10K. That's like a city, right? That's like
Those cons like Anime Expo and Comic Con shit, they seem cool, but it always costs like
Hey,
$3,000 to stay there for like the weekend.
fam, can someone answer this question? Willpower wants to know if I've seen HXH. Yes. Yes. Yes, I think I may have
99% of the Part 1 comparisons were to Hunter x Hunter.
I think I might have ruined some of my former comrades' reaction on that. Was it 131? Because I goddamn lost my fucking mind. I was like, this is the best episode ever. This is the best episode ever. As fucking, you know, fucking Gon is just like losing his shit, you know, and they go to fucking black and white and whatnot, dude. And he just turns into an adult and shit and almost dies.
I just love how on the nose, what's his face is, Hisoka.
Oh yeah. It's grand. HXS is beautiful. My problem with HXH is 2 problems I've had with the series. Is that the series gave me this vibe of like it being like a treasure like island adventure type thing. Definitely wasn't, because they were like, we got monsters, we got things, we have treasures, and I'm like, oh, this is great. That's what One Piece is, in my opinion, right now. That's what I feel like One Piece is. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they gave me. And, like, also, it's like, you know, they didn't really finish out, I feel like, the whole thing. It's just, the manga's still going, fam. Like, what the fuck?
I think they said the 2011 one's supposed to return with stuff from the manga, I think. I've always just been, I didn't know if I wanted to watch, like, the 1999 one with the old gritty, or if I wanted to watch the newer one.
The newer one is where it's at, bro, for real. The newer one is really, really
I watched
good.
both. Yeah, the newer one.
The newer one is where it's at, though.
Especially because the 99 one ends at an arc in the middle of an arc that is in like the 50s of the 2011 one.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. But man, I just want to appreciate y'all for like even getting me involved. I feel like I don't want to say I'm a weeb yet or anything like that, but like I've definitely dived deep into the animes. They're really fun. I've gotten a lot of people that I've met recently to watch some of these animes, and they've been like, "Wow, okay, we get it. We love the storytelling," and it's been an adventure. It's been a pleasure. I'm very excited to finish up Naruto. I'm stupid excited to jump full-fledged into One Piece and see where that goes. And Bleach is just, you know, it's just doing something in my soul a little bit, and I'm so excited. I've been told I'm so lucky to be watching the big 3 right now, because it's like the prime time to watch it, you know, especially with One Piece where it's at, and then Bleach coming back, you know. So, yeah. Oh, the Zodiac family. The Zodiac family. What a bunch of, yeah, they're out there. But, yeah, guys, anything else y'all want to say before we wrap this up? I got to get to editing something real quick, and then, you know, I'll be joining for Anime Night for, like, a couple episodes, and then I got to go watch other episodes of some shits.
What's your opinion on Fooly Cooly? Like the old one, have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen Fooly Cooly. No, I've never seen Fooly Cooly.
It's a 6-episode OVA of greatness. The original one, not progressive or alternative. The original 2000 Fooly Cooly.
Hey, so like I said, as soon as Naruto ends, I really want to jump and finish out some of these other animes that I've like, you know, not had the pleasure of watching. Definitely Samurai Champloo is gonna be on that list. I need to watch that. It's just, I was a big Cowboy Bebop fan, and you know, I feel like Samurai Champloo is like the hip hop version of that, and I want to see it. Big up Naheed and the crew. Hey man, hey, we out here, fam. We out here, yo. Hey guys, by the way, man, if you guys want to jump in on some of these podcasts, the Saiyan tier has access to it. So does the God tier. Let me know. We'll talk and we can get things going. But you guys are more than welcome to join. Have your cameras and whatnot. These guys are here on the Saiyan tier, man. They've been helping the fam out, keeping me afloat. Best way to put it. We watch the Kakashi fillers together. We have movie nights too, and they're really really fun. We have movie nights on every weekend. I think the next movie we're gonna watch is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which is gonna be next week. I'm actually really excited to watch that one with these guys. And I will definitely that one will be edited out and put on YouTube with their faces and all that craziness. So this is my reaction crew in a way. Very excited for that one. We'll be watching a lot more movies, and obviously the Patreon itself. Like if you're part of Patreon, we have our monthly movie nights where you can when we watch movies. Like we watched all Spider-Man together. It was fucking amazing. It was such an uplifting goddamn experience. Let me tell you, I cried, I screamed, I laughed. I lost myself in front of all of you guys and the internet. So it was beautiful. But yeah, man, we're gonna do more of these. I think the next recap we're gonna do, I'm gonna talk with some of these guys. Maybe we can have like a more of a concise discussion of like certain things, certain themes that we can bring about instead of just talking about the recap. The recap is fun, obviously, you know what I mean. But I feel like it's gonna get kind of old with it, and we should definitely figure
Recap
out.
plus.
Yeah, recap plus. We should definitely talk about other like themes involved with the show, like the gods in Naruto, for example, like that Jinchuriki song. Holy fucking shit, Son Goku and fucking whatnot. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, hey guys, I will be releasing my full reaction to that. It's gonna be on Vimeo. I'll have it for my next Naruto episode. You guys can just click it and you can see the full reaction of it. Because I know we had to cut it up because of copyright, by the way. So you guys will get that as well. Anything else, boys, before I head off and take care of my doggy? Oh,
Yeah, y'all like if y'all wanna be out here like looking at shit with us, like having a good time and shit, vibing and whatnot. Like just join the Patreon, come in, do all this shit. Like we got a bunch of people who ain't been coming in and whatnot. And
I know they have the tiers. They have the tiers. They're like they
went through the effort to get grandfathered and they don't join us.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. But hey, man, I think they don't know what we're doing out here more than anything. Let me actually answer a bunch of questions because I did say I was going to do that before I left. So if you guys want to ask like a couple of questions, like I'll take like at least 4 or 5. Oh yeah, I will do a movie night when that happens. I don't plan on going to the theaters for a bit, guys. So because it is what it is. So let me ask you that question: what genres of anime do you plan to watch? I'm not gonna stop anywhere. I want to watch a lot of different ones. I know we're gonna watch Karikaguri in the Discord tonight, in here in a couple of hours, and that's a gambling one. It's fucking weird as shit. I do want to watch. I do want to finish ReZero. I want to get in the isekais a little bit more because I was having fun with that for a little bit. I do like the emotional ones. Like Violet Evergarden was very very good. I watched that first episode and I wanted to watch more of it, but I just never got to it because we never did it. And then Kaguya-sama was another good anime that like I was just very impressed by. Like the wall down, whatever the fuck it was. That shit was hilarious. And yeah. The best show I've reacted to. I say it all the time, man. It's probably Ted Lasso. And I say that is because Ted Lasso, I feel like I watched that show at a time where I needed it. You know what I mean? I definitely needed that show more than anything because I was going through a lot of stuff. And I go back to those reactions and it's good. It's kind of crazy to see where I've progressed to where I am right now because I was an emotional wreck when that first show came out. And the show definitely helped me not become so emotional. And it's also made me, how do I say this? I mean, hey man, I sought out therapy after that show. Best way to put it. And I would say everybody out there that's feeling some type of way, if you can afford it, because right now I can't afford it. So I had to get out of therapy. But if you can afford therapy, go for it. You know what I mean? It does help. If you have insurance and all that shit, it does help. How would you rank Kogi? I don't know about Kogi. We'll see, bro. Let's not ask about show. Let's ask actual questions. How would I rank the big 3? I don't fucking know, fam. Obviously Naruto because I've watched the most of it. That's why I guess it's probably the top. But right now between Bleach and One Piece, man, I can't really give you a good number because I'm not that far into it. It's just
not even up to episode 100 yet. And you're up to like
I'm like
of Naruto.
Yeah, dude, and like I've like seen Naruto to get to where it's at. I will quote my friend Mikey real quick. My friend Mikey said, "Bro, Naruto is the goddamn goat." You gotta understand. Naruto is the GOAT. He goes, There's one anime I feel like that can get to that point, and that's One Piece. Because One Piece is not done yet, and One Piece has a lot more to go. And if One Piece goes the direction he believes it's going to go, One Piece will be the GOAT.
I think One Piece still has another like 3 or 4 years under its belt.
Jesus, motherfucker. Looks like we in it for the long ass ride. I'm about to be 50 when this shit ends. Uh, who is on my anime Mount Rushmore? Goku, Naruto, probably Ichigo right now, and Luffy. Those guys, and then I'd probably put Tanjiro somewhere in that bitch too. I really fuck with Tanjiro, and Aaron would have been there, bro. But I mean, I still fuck with Aaron, cause don't get me wrong, man. Aaron, my boy, but that's probably up there. Two more. Any new Gen Shonen anime? I think I answered that one, bro. I told you I was gonna watch a couple more. Let me get one or two more guys, and we're done.
I like Mikey's quote where he said, when you were talking about, man, I'm Usopp, he said, shut up. You don't know how good Usopp is yet.
He was like, you hush your mouth. And I was like, oh. All right. Anything else, guys, before I head out?
I think that's what made the super reaction so good, is that you had someone on the couch who had already seen it to tell you to block spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
So you could avoid it. And that's kind of like what sucks when you're by yourself.
Yeah. But hey, man, I'll be real with you. Like, people have asked me, like, yo, add more people. I don't think I will add anybody to my big 3 reactions because I'm kind of selfish about it. I genuinely do love watching those by myself. It
is Nahid watches.
Yeah, it is. And then, I mean, I know I'm a solo reactor, but I do plan on adding like family members and other people to some things here and there. Like, I added my cousin to SpongeBob, which she has been a doll with that one. My dad said he's gonna join me on some of these action series that we're thinking about watching together. He's a little bit old school with some situations, so it'll be kind of hilarious. And then we'll see how things go. And then obviously I got these guys right here to watch movies with, so it's like kind of like we got our little crew right now. But I think that's it. I think that's all the questions. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna head out now. You know what I mean? I gotta edit this Nahid Nibbles and then make it to Kara's movie night for a little bit and see how that goes. And then after that, I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere tonight. I think I'm gonna just watch a lot of anime all day today. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. So hell yeah. All right, fam. I just want to say thank you all for being here. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.